Alrighty, so I kind of found out about a new Gragas combo. I didn't discover this myself, I found it out from someone else. And they said, go ahead and make a video about it, so that's that. Basically, what there's a certain Gragas combo where if you time your E perfectly with your ult, enemies will stand exactly where they are and they will take basically extra damage and also be more vulnerable for your own team. So on a single target this usually doesn't make sense, because you could just do this as well, and this is a lot easier to pull off. But the combo is actually like this. So they stay exactly on the same place. With the same combo they would do that too. However, if you do this on a group of dummies, for example, do it on all three. And if you would do this the normal way, you'd only get 2 people, for example. This is without flash. This is this is probably one of the most difficult ones, part of it, because you could do this without flash. However, if you do this without flash, then you're only gonna hit the front guy. If they stand, for example, like this, we would hit probably all 3. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult to pull this off without flash. Very unreliable, at least I'd say. So what is recommended is the good old juice, like that. And then you're gonna say, hey, how do you get the timer down? There's actually a certain timer that you can use for this. Let me quickly switch our scene. We have a metronome over here for this stuff. So you can essentially start this, and whenever you hear the tick is when you throw the ult. Whenever you hear the next tick is when you flash. So in your head, you can, for example, you kind of get used to the tick, like you don't even have to hear it anymore. I'll throw it at the tick and then flash right on the next tick when I expect it to happen. So watch. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, I messed that up because I messed up the tick. But that's kind of how you get it down. Eventually, you don't even need the tick at all. Like, we can turn this off. Obviously, I did it a second ago. But you don't necessarily need this tick at all at this point. For example, I insect this target whilst keeping this target at the same place. You can target your E to the person you want to stay in the same place, and the other person you want to, for example, insect. For example, I'll throw the ult right behind this target dummy, but I'll keep these 2 in the same place. For example, this could be your enemy AD carry, for example, or someone you want to either push away or push into your team, for example. You could throw an ult like this. Okay, we forget about that. That never happened. You could, for example, have this guy come towards you, if that's your goal. You could obviously just choose to do this. And then target, like aim on these 2. I obviously missed here, but with a bit of practice, you could, for example, separate them like this. So that is a way you could very much utilize this tech, so to say. You keep enemies in the same place whilst, I mean, basically one-shotting them. I messed up the timing there, but it's basically, you have to stay patient with the timing, because you need to kind of time it exactly when your barrel falls down. That makes sense. That is what we're looking here, and then you can obviously combine this with Everfrost, and you have 1700 damage. Obviously, I'm level 18, so it's a bit inflated here, but yeah, that's kind of the idea. And I think this could be very useful, whether you're playing tank Gragas or... So yeah, that's it's a bit of practicing it takes, obviously. And yeah, this is kind of what you're looking at.